So I thought, well, I need a golf buggy.
Oh my, the golf buggy is bigger than the lorry that's delivering it.
It's got Apple CarPlay in it. It's a surround sound. It's like, I was let loose. Andrew's having a breakdown and I'm thinking, it is too big. Gosh.
Be warned, it's LuAnna, and this podcast contains honest, upfront opinions, rants, bants, and general explicit content, but you know you love it.
Hello.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to a fresh old week in the world of LuAnna.
I'm a bit chilly.
Bit chilled. We're very much into what I call the snuggly part of the year. It's all cardies and...
I've been putting my fire on whilst I've been watching The Traitors, which is amazing.
Everyone's loving The Traitors. How are you, Imogen?
I'm very well.
We've got Imogen here as well. Obviously, Lo. Bex is in the corner.
Bex is in the house. I've got a cardi on. I love this duck.
It's a really nice cardi, actually.
It's from that cider. Have you ever bought anything from there?
That is lovely, actually. I was in the Celebrity Farm shop the other day and there were some really cute socks and I was really looking for a pair that had ducks on it for you, but they didn't have any ducks.
I have got a pair of ducks.
I know you did, but I was like, I really wanted to find the little ducky ones for you, but they were nice.
Oh, Imo's put Ivor
in the chat. So
is this from last Thursday?
Yeah.
Right, you two are going to die.
Right, so go on then.
You know, I was in Dubai.
Also, if anyone doesn't know, Lufanians, Ivor is her nickname with the I've always wanted. This is her, I call her Veruca Salt. It's the, I want this, Daddy, get me a pony.
All my family call me Ivor because I see something and I'm like, oh, I've always wanted. So now it's Ivor.
So Lou's obviously got her Dubai gaff as well. So go on. Right, so you've been sorting that out.
So I thought, well, I need a golf buggy in my gaff. So basically, for those that are hardcore fans, last year we rented a house in Dubai. We've now bought a house because false economy renting there, it's so expensive. And
why not, quite honestly?
Needed my own golf buggy for my new pad, basically.
Why?
Well, because you can go round. So like in Dubai, like my house is in a community.
Oh, like a gated community.
You can like buzz round it in your golf buggy.
So it's like a
popped
away.
I've got like Waitrose and nail salon, the butcher.
Oh, it
sounds
like the Truman
salon,
Show.
And then you can go to the lovely big health club, and it's like got the biggest lagoon where my house is. So in Dubai.
So is it a little bit like, I'm now visualising basically Doob's version of Centre Parks?
Yeah, I guess you could explain. Yeah,
okay. Doob's version of Centre
all
Parks.
Very clean and
I'm
nice.
here for that. So you need a little vehicle
so
transport.
I can get around. Yeah, it's got like lovely little guy. I can't drive around the different gardens in my golf buggy. So anyway, I thought, well, I'll order this golf buggy. Well, it came.
Go on.
It was bespoke made.
How much is a golf buggy?
In 3 days. So I think. Oh, I don't know because it was in dirham. Hold on. Let me
what you should have got, Lou?
Do you
know what would have been more LuAnna?
What?
Which, quite honestly, I'd like us to get this for if we all pop out to the holiday house. One of those Madge from Benidorm scooters.
Oh yeah, no, don't joke. I was going to get one when my mother-in-law comes out for her.
Actually, no, that would be good for her.
The golf buggy people can get her one.
Oh well, there you go.
Right, it was about $7,500. Okay.
Oof, punchy. Look at Bex. Bex was like she's about to vomit
expensive?
In her mouth.
It's worth more than my
for golf
10,000 times more than my car.
Are you still locked out your car, by the way?
Yeah, I am still locked out my car.
She still doesn't know. Can we talk about this? So Imo spoke about this on the pod.
About 84 weeks ago.
About 84 weeks ago, about how she moved house and the removal people had her car keys and she hasn't got back into the car since.
No.
But you do know that people can get you like keys for your car.
Yeah, I know, but...
It is expensive. It's about 400 quid.
Getting the keys are worth more than the car. Like getting a new key is worth more than the car is worth.
So you were going to scrap the car?
Yeah, my plan is to scrap it. I've got a quote for scrapping my car.
No, they pay you to take it away.
Yeah, I know. £120.
That'll do. Can't you just get a coat hanger in the meantime and jemmy the lock?
Well, yeah, but I can't
turn
drive
it on.
the car.
That's
yeah,
a good point.
Well, yeah, you just can hotwire it, can't you?
But can you how does that even work?
Well, because you
like, genuinely
on the olden day cars, you take the bit out of the dash under the keyboard, and there's 2 wires.
Olden day,
and you go like that, and then it goes, and it starts. Seen it in the movies.
I've seen it in the movies too. Never actually done it, but I would quite like to give it a try.
Like to give it a try.
It looks very easy in the movies.
Oh, I can give it a go.
Do us a favour
when
you get home.
What are you going to do then? You're going to buy a new car or not because you live in London?
No, we're just going to use the other car that we share.
It's very nice, that other car.
Yeah.
Range
Go and get the 120 quid for the scrappage.
I will.
I'll be a bit sad to see the car go.
Me too.
Well, the Fiesta.
Also, it's got like a little
nodding dog. Oh.
That kind of ish looks like Norman in it, and I need to
just
get
smash
that
the
out.
window then.
It's already
surely
smashed.
One of our listeners Oh, so you've already smashed the window?
Yeah, but there's one window that's smashed.
So basically, now you've got your car. Where is the car? At the old house or at the new house?
New house. Just out
Oh,
on the
you're
road.
bringing down the tone
I'm
of the
sure
area.
the neighbours are
You
hating it.
are
Yeah,
bringing down
that
that
is
tone,
bad.
Imogen. I'd be furious, actually.
I would too. You're bringing down the tone.
Have you-
You've
I
got
bet
your
you've-
skanky smash car window
And
there
have you
that's
like
not been moved
sellotaped
for 3 months.
It's sellotaped a
a
bin
bag?
bag,
Oh,
yeah.
Right,
yeah. I
this is
mean,
it.
you've got to get that off
Yeah,
the side of the
come
road,
on.
Imogen.
If someone would like to steal my car,
Have
it would
some-
do me a favour.
Because you could claim it on insurance.
Yeah.
Have some
someone.
standards, Imogen.
If anyone's in the southwest London area,
Come on, we must have
Oh,
some listeners that will rob Imo's car for her.
Yeah, come on.
please.
Give us the
Come
license
on.
plate.
Give us the road location, the license plate. If anyone could go and lift it, Ims can claim on insurance. Job done. Thank you very much.
that'd be great.
We've now just told 1.5 million people
Yeah.
that we're about to do something illegal.
I love doing illegal things.
No, she doesn't.
Right. Anyway, my golf buggy.
Please.
So it came. I thought I'm going to get 6 seats because
Well, why not?
we're a big family.
What, like a 1, 2, a 3, 4 in the back facing too?
No, like rows.
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
This is like Rory McIlroy shit.
And then I thought I need a boot because I always carry a lot of shit. And if I take my golf buggy to Waitrose, I could fill it up. So I ordered. It didn't look that big.
We ordered a bus.
a lorry.
Well,
Don't. Let's have a look at this.
right. Watch this video.
Right, come on. Let's have a look. Hang on.
Ready?
Yeah. Right, let's all get in. Come on, would you want to have a look as
Come
well,
on,
Becca?
Bex. Right, here it comes.
Just coming off mic.
I'll just.
What the hell is that? It looks like a tractor.
Oh my! The golf buggy is bigger than the lorry that's delivering it.
You know what it looks. You know what it looks like.
What?
You know when you go on a tour around the Universal Studios lot?
That which carries 16 people.
Yeah.
It's absolutely.
Lou, that is a milk float.
It is. It's like a milk float. Hold on a minute.
Off-road wheels.
Look how big it is. It's got a boot on the back.
Oh my god!
It's absolute. But look at the seats. It's so nice. It's diamond stitching, white. And here's me. I'm so happy in my golf buggy.
I mean, I think we can all see why it costs $7.5 grand.
Oh.
Also, it's got a thing. It's got a grill at the front.
A grill?
It's got like a little front grill.
What are you gonna do? Fry an egg?
Well, when you lot come, I can wheel you round, can't I?
Well,
Now,
to be
My
fair,
golf
we know I
buggy.
don't like to walk. so
Anyway,
yeah.
to be fair, I did think it's a bit big.
How did Andrew feel about
Well,
this?
then I took it out, and I had long story, but Nat's fiance Mick was at our house in
Right,
Dubai.
yeah.
So I had Nanny Natalie.
Yeah.
So I had Mick and Andrew, and Mick came out the house, and he went, "Bit big, Lou, innit?" And I was like, "It's a bit big, Mick." Then Andrew came out, and Andrew went, "Oh, it's too big. What you are? It's too big, far too big." And I thought, well, I can't take it back because they've made it bespoke. It's got Apple CarPlay in it, surround sound. It's like I was let loose. I was let loose on the golf buggy
On
ordering,
Andrew's credit card.
and I took it too far.
You did, mate.
Well, I didn't want to admit that, did I, to Andrew?
Secretly,
too
were
big.
you thinking,
I was thinking, fuck,
this is
the
too
golf
big?
buggy's
Double
too
down,
big.
double
yeah,
down.
always.
So I thought, well, I can't admit it.
Never
it's not
apologise.
too big. It's perfect. We're a very big family. You know, once we've got the kids here, my mum and dad,
That's
and
it.
Nanny Nat, and
It's a lot of people.
Mick Natalie's fiance is
That's
there
it.
too.
Few
So,
friends rocking up.
you know, it's like
Your mate Gail, she'll turn up.
exactly.
You know,
Lucy and her kids.
That's
We've got
it.
Nicole and Nick living there. I said it's not too big. No, it's not. And I was thinking inside it's fucking too big.
Yeah.
Anyway, I then took it out for a drive
with everyone.
No, what have you done?
with Mick and Andrew, right? So I'm driving. I've got my Apple CarPlay on. The people that have just delivered it are leaving, so they're ahead of us, taking it out straight away, haven't I? Well, in the community, there's these little bumps, and when you're in our car's quite big out there. It's an Escalade. You don't notice the bumps.
Oh,
so there's me zipping along. Well, I go
Stop
over
it.
this bump, the fucking Apple car, but the whole screen comes off the car.
Stop it.
Andrew's in the front going, "Oh, for God's sake, what's going on?" He's trying to hold this screen. I'm then bibbing.
What screen? A telly?
It's like a big Apple CarPlay.
So
There's
you've
a big
got- so
screen
you've got
in
a-
it.
So the telly falls off.
Look.
Andrew's whole.
There's the screen. So the screens fall off. Andrew's holding it. The people that have just delivered it
God.
in their big delivery truck are ahead. I'm bibbing them. I'm then trying to ring them, but I'm connected to the CarPlay. I then look down. I'm trying to ring them. As I look up, they've stopped in front of me. I nearly smashed it into the... I nearly smashed it into the back of their truck. I'm just going, "What are you doing? Watch out, you fucking mad woman." I'm like going, hello, my screen's fallen off. Anyway, I went the wrong bloody way in the golf buggy. Ended up on a main road on the fucking golf buggy. Shit myself, because then I'm in Dubai and I'm thinking I'm going to get arrested.
You're going to get arrested, Lou.
I'm on a bloody, and they're driving out there is nuts, right? So then I thought, well, I'll try and reverse back into the community. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do a 3-point turn because the golf buggy's so big. I was very stressed.
And you can drive a lorry.
Then I had to go up the road the wrong way.
Are Mick and Andrew still on this
They're
car?
still on board, yeah. Anyway, we then get to the Waitrose. I only went because I saw Mick going out in his car and I said, where are you going, Mick? He said, I'm just going to go to the Waitrose, buy a bag of crisps. And I said, I'll take you in my new golf buggy.
Got a reason to go.
Well, Mick was fucking starving. It took about 45 minutes by the time I got there and faffed around.
Could have just walked.
Anyway, went up. We could have walked. It's only a 10-minute walk. Go up, and then I thought, well, how do I get up there? And I'd seen another golf buggy on the path, so I thought, well, I can go on the path. But the golf buggy I'd seen on the path, it was only like a little one. It was a golf. It was just a little
actual golf
an
buggy.
actual golf. So just like 2 seats and 2 on the back.
Not the hydraulic vehicle that.
No, with the boot. I mean, anyway. So then I'm going up the path. Will the security come out? Ma'am, you can't come here. And I was like, I'm really lost. I'm very sorry. I don't know what to do.
Help me, I'm poor.
Yeah. And
but
anyway,
clearly not.
Gosh. Mick got his crisps. He was like, do you want anything? I was like, no, I just wanted to drive my golf buggy. You go into Waitrose.
So we've now got Mick on the back just chowing down on his packet
crisps.
of Doritos.
Andrew's having a breakdown and I'm thinking it is too big. But I still didn't want to admit that
This
to
is
Andrew.
the point. Andrew does divorce you. Yeah.
And then basically we get home and I thought, I'll put it in the garage then. So I reverse it into the garage. Well, we have got, just for, comparison.
Oh, right,
in Dubai, we have a long wheelbase Escalade.
So yeah, that's like just think of like the biggest car you can think of.
Like one of those big American cars.
Sort of
that
big
you get.
people carrier, but
Big,
times 2.
right?
Yeah, like a Hummer.
I reversed the buggy in. It's the same length.
Stop it.
Bar 2 foot of the fucking Escalade. And then I'm thinking, oh, it really is
quite
too big. What am I going to do? So I messaged the man. I said, I don't think I quite got my man. The buggy's a bit too big. Would it be possible to swap the buggy for just a smaller buggy? He's like, well, it was a custom order, so not really. I thought, oh, shit. Anyway, and then I went to Mick. I think it's too big. And Mick went to me, I knew you thought that. You just didn't want to admit it to Andrew, did you? And I was like, no.
So what have you done?
Well, then I said to Andrew, do you think that the buggy's slightly too big? And he went, I think it's too big. Why don't you ask the man? And I thought, well, I've already asked the man.
I can't do it now.
So I went, okay, I'll ask him. Pretended I hadn't asked him already. And I said, oh, he says it's a custom order, so might be a bit difficult to return. Anyway, Andrew went, oh, we'll ask him again in 2 days. So I've asked him again and he's ignored me now, the man. Anyway, fix my screen because that had fallen off.
Well, can't you just swap? Yeah, so you don't want any extra money off or anything. Do you want to do a straight swap?
Well, I don't think many stupid people order a buggy so big, so it'll be probably quite hard for them
Why
to
don't you
resell
try
it.
and, I don't know, resell it to a football team?
Well, anyway, I spoke to Andrew.
Universal Studios.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Ship it out.
It is. It's a Universal
Ship it out
Studios
to
buggy.
Universal.
I spoke to Andrew yesterday and he was on the golf buggy going to his mate Lee's.
Does he like it?
And I said, oh, is it all right? He said, yeah, it's fine. I think we'll keep it.
Oh, fine. Oh,
Good.
phew. The saga of the bloody golf buggy is over.
Yeah. I shouldn't be let loose because I always think
shouldn't.
bigger is better.
It's
and
not
it's
always,
not.
Lou.
No.
We always know it's not.
I got excited.
It's not the size.
It's not the size.
It's what you do with it.
I got very excited with my 6-person plus boot plus Apple CarPlay surround sound and front grille.
Well, I think we've all learnt here that you really can have too much of a good thing.
Yeah. It's fucking huge. It's just huge.
Well, I think we all are very excited to give it a try when we trot on out for our golf buggy experience. So thank you for that.
And our live Dubai LuAnna.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, by the way, Dubai listeners, we haven't organised.
It's not happening, but
it's just
you never know. It might
if
happen.
anyone's in Dubai and wants to organise it for us, do let us
why
know.
not? We'll fancy a little jolly. Why not? Well, that's been an exciting week, Lou.
Yeah.
I'll be quick on mine. I've had some update of my next ailment of the week.
Right.
Well, it's not really an ailment. I'd say I am now officially in my perimenopause HRT era.
Oh, have you started HRT?
I've got the script.
Another one.
Another one.
How long have you had this one?
Yeah.
I would.
How long have you had the script?
Well, it's in transit now. I had my consultation. So Dr. Naomi Potter.
Yeah.
I think it is, yeah. She's recommended
by endocrinologist,
menopause specialist. Okay. She's on Instagram. Not an ad or anything. Fully paid for all this. I've seen a few people that have used her.
What did you do then? Go and have some bloods?
Got bloods,
yeah. Do you know what? I'm thrilled for you. Do you know why? Why? Because it means you can't have any more children. And
no, apparently you can get pregnant on the HRT. No. Yeah, no, I had a big shout out to Dr. Philippa.
No, the third one might come
at Dr. Naomi. And also thanks on Instagram, you might know Victoria Ames, who's amazing. I knew she'd seen her recently.
Is she the ginger funny one?
It was
I like her a lot.
Yeah, it was her that actually I saw talk about it when she started. And I thought it was the other, and do you know what it was? It was actually...
What is it? Is it still your dry vag? Is that the main sign?
No, it's more irritability, sleep, sweating... my periods have changed a bit as well. Really? Just a few symptoms.
And how old are you? 43?
44. But actually it was my mum when we were away at my cousin's wedding the other weekend, and on the way home she went, can I just say, and bear in mind this, like, the environment was as good as it could ever be.
Yeah.
It was full of the love, full of the joys. And she went, you are becoming very irritable nowadays.
I don't notice that.
I was with my mum. She was actually irritated. I went, well, firstly, you're irritating me. And then I thought, oh, no, but she's right. I'm a bit eggy today for no reason. I thought, I'm not due on. And I thought, do you know what? I've just seen Victoria talk about it. I've gone and had a little look at Dr. Naomi's thing. Davina McCall uses them and stuff. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to send them a message. So I sent her a message. She's got a brilliant clinic. Dr. Philippa had a brilliant...
Where is it? In London?
I think so, but I had a virtual consultation initially with Dr. Philippa, and then they organised bloods.
Gave you so you have had bloods.
They organised all the bloods, but she was so knowledgeable, and honestly, just talking me through I didn't have a clue about all the different, levels of estrogen and progesterone, and then
this is very relevant to our listeners,
isn't it? Just so I just wanted to say, guys, I'm not on it yet. When I've started, I might bring it in. I've opted for the
patch.
I've gone for the spray. She taught me through the spray for the estrogen.
Where do you spray it? In your mouth?
No, on the arms.
What? And it just your skin just absorbs.
Yeah. So I've gone for the spray on my forearms, and then the progesterone. I can't remember how. Or maybe that was the spray. There's two things I'm having.
Okay.
I've decided to not go for the patch because I have to change it twice a week, and then apparently it's fine in water. But
really?
I don't know. I'm going to give it a try.
My mum takes a tablet.
Yeah, there's tablet, spray, patch, like cream. I can't remember now. I have to look at my... It was a lot of information, but she was brilliant. And honestly...
And is it quite a low dose?
Yeah, and then 3 months, then they'll review again. And so you kind of basically have your menopause specialist.
Finding this chat so boring.
She is, isn't she? But then you kind of have your menopause specialist that leads you through it. So anyone that's interested, that's what I'm doing. There is no affiliation or spot or anything.
Dr. Naomi what?
Dr. Naomi Potter, I think it is. Yeah, do you know her, Emma?
No, but
she just remembered what you said.
I just want to double check because... Yes, Dr. Naomi Potter,
is very
the menopause
interesting.
doctor. Yeah, so I'm paying for everything, and I'm going to have
She'd rather have a freebie.
Yeah, no, but I prefer to pay for stuff like that. I want it on my. So yeah,
I still think you're quite young, but maybe we're just getting old.
Well, I am young. But at the same time, I'm all about prevention, early interact. But she said you don't have to stay on it if you feel no change.
All the stuff with HRT and cancer?
Well, apparently no. That's all that used to be. But well, it's only because she was explaining about that.
Yeah.
Something to do with. Sorry, you're going to be hating me for getting this wrong, probably. But what they used to have in HRT was
and now the drugs,
but they've changed everything now.
So there's no concerns there now.
No more increase than anything. She said like I think she said the contraceptive pill has more risk than. But she actually taught me through the Merino coil.
That's what I've got.
I know I said you on it for the progesterone. I'm considering it.
Oh really? Why? What does it do? I don't even know.
Well, that releases progesterone. So
do you think that's why I'm always very placid? Or
are you already placid?
No, but do you know what I mean? I don't get like
maybe.
PMS or PMT, whatever it's called.
Well, I was quite interested when she said that.
You've got a Merino coil, haven't you?
Have you?
Which is very interesting because you haven't had children. And normally they prefer to give coil. Well, I might be wrong, but it's easier to fit when you haven't had kids because when you've had children, your cervix obviously sits slightly more open.
I don't know about that one. I'll ask her. But they're on speed dial now, so
maybe you should get the Merino coil.
I am considering it. I said
I have to say it's been brilliant for me. Bex, you like it, don't you? Do you get periods? Yeah, no, we don't get periods.
And she did say, well, I did say I have friends of mine that have done very well on it, and she did say obviously you have the bonus as well of obviously as a contraception. I am considering it. So I was going to give this first little go.
Better than pulling out all the time like
lovely.
You do.
Oh, lovely.
Anyway, talking about pulling out. we need to do Did You Know with Imo? Diddle-a-dun-dun.
This comes from Man Fan Connor.
Oh, we love a man fan.
Who's in Bath. He says, did you know with IMO that most of the time when people fill up their cars with petrol or diesel, they will potentially spill a couple of millilitres when removing the nozzle from the car?
Yes,
Yeah.
can relate.
Approximately 37 million cars fill up with fuel every day, and most spill a little bit. If you collected every drop spilled from filling up in the US in one day, you would have around 37,000 gallons. That's enough to drive around the world 30 times. He says, I haven't fact-checked it, but it blew my mind, and I've not fact-checked it either, and it has blown my mind.
So we can just have our minds blown, but unconfirmed.
Indeed.
Unconfirmed
It would
blowing.
make sense, wouldn't it?
Right, we've got messages now. We've got a message from Anon. So Willy Wankstable, who's actually a lady.
She came up with that.
Oh, she came up with it. Hi, LuAnna Mo. I have a very LuAnna story that I feel needs sharing.
Go on.
When I was 16 and doing my work experience, I decided to work at a mobile petting farm because I've always loved animals.
Good idea.
Instead of people going to the farm came to them, which is a cute idea in theory. So off I set on day one with my packed lunch and my wellies. I arrived at the farm and things are hectic. People rushing around with buckets of feed and water, and I assume it's just the morning rush. I'm quickly flagged down by a staff member who says, "Are you the work experience girl?" I nod. "Sorry, but you're going to be thrown in the deep end today. We're a bit short-staffed." She sets me my first task, load the animals onto the trailer for the first booking. Can I just say that's no mean feat, right?
No.
Bearing in mind I've been there 15 minutes and my experience with farm animals is nil, I find this rather ambitious.
It's ambitious, babes.
She rattles off the list: 4 chickens, 2 geese, 1 pig, 2 guinea pigs, 2 rabbits and 4 goats. But make sure it's 2 mum goats and 2 baby goats. The ear tag numbers must match. Well, I think, how hard can that be? Start with the guinea pigs and rabbits. Easy. Next, the geese. I heard you have to hold their wings down or they can knock you out. Turns out that's accurate. But I managed to load them up without losing an eye. Then it's on to the goats. The baby goats are easy to catch, so I check their ear tags and set off to find their mums. That's when I discover goats love trampolines. There's a trampoline in their enclosure and a bunch of adult goats bouncing away like kids at a birthday party. That's so cute. So I climb up and start rugby tackling goats mid-bounce to check the tags. Not quite how I pictured day one of work experience, but the weirdness doesn't stop there. Our first visit was to a care home. We arrive and are greeted by nurses who direct us round to the garden where lots of patients in wheelchairs are sitting on the decking.
Aww.
We unload all of the animals and set up on the grass below them. It takes 20 minutes to get everyone settled, by which time most of the patients have nodded off.
Aww.
I take a guinea pig up to the decking to see if anyone fancies a cuddle, but the only 2 ladies who are awake politely decline. After a while, my colleague says, "The nurses say we can head off early. Not much interest today." Just as we're packing up, one of the nurses, a much larger lady, comes over to chat and takes a liking to the chickens. She leans over the pen to stroke one.
Oh, no.
Loses her balance and falls straight in, taking down the fencing and a chicken in the process.
Oh, dear.
There's a loud wailing screech and then dead silence. The wheelchair users all jolt awake. The nurse is mortified, stuck in the wreckage, and my colleague picks up the now very still chicken. My colleague tries to reassure the concerned old people. "Don't worry, he's just in shock. He'll be all right as rain once we get back to the trailer." I whisper, "So, do they really go into shock?" She mutters back, "No, dear, he's definitely brown bread.
Oh, no.
Just didn't want to upset the residents."
She's killed the bloody chicken.
Squashed.
Yes.
1 chicken down. Let's hope day 2 isn't as morbid. Day 2. I arrive, hopeful things will improve. The trailer's already loaded. Great start. My colleague says, "We're off to a nursery in Portsmouth today. Brilliant, I think. At least the kids will actually be awake." We drive into Portsmouth city centre and the sat-nav says, "You have arrived at your destination." We're parked basically on the high street. My colleague rings the caretaker. But no, that's the entrance. Just 200 yards up there past the shops on the left. Which means we now have to walk a pig, 4 goats, 4 chickens and 2 geese through Portsmouth High Street. She grabs a bucket of feed, opens all the cages and shakes it. To my shock, they follow her like the Pied Piper of Portsmouth. I take up the rear, counting heads: 1 pig, 4 goats, 2 chickens and 1 goose. I turn and see the other goose casually.
Stop it.
casually strolling into New Look, I hear screams from the inside. I sprint in, apologise profusely, shoo the goose out the shop and run to catch up with the herd. We finally reach the nursery. The caretaker, who has a prosthetic leg, is standing on a little grassy mound in the playground. He waves at us and shouts, "Found us okay then?" The pig starts grunting and staring at him. And before anyone can react, it charges, that's what pigs do sometimes, straight up the mound, knocks the caretaker clean over, and his prosthetic leg flies off and launches into the air.
Stop it.
Rolling down the hill and lands right at my feet. I just stand there in shock, not entirely sure what to do. I carefully pick his leg up and hold it in disbelief while my colleague wrestles the pig off the one-legged man. The whole ordeal lasts for about 3 minutes, though it feels like forever. Thankfully, he saw the funny side and we all ended up in hysterics as he reattached his leg. Laughed about it. Safe to say, my work experience in the mobile petting farm was eventful, but it didn't put me off animals. 11 years later, and I'm a veterinary physio and still work with them every day.
Great.
Thanks for the endless laughs, girls. I hope my story brings you as many as it brought me and give me a proper farm porn star name. Call me Willy Wankstable.
Very, very good. Well, that whole situation is brilliant. What a job. It's the bouncing goats for me. I've now never wanted to see something more in my life.
I've now want to get a go.
Yeah, of course you do. Message from Anonymous. So polyester. Polyester. Is that you?
That's me.
That's you. Good morning, LuAnna. I absolutely love the podcast and all that jazz. I've been an OG listener for years. Well done, babes. Thank you.
Thank you honestly for your loyalty.
Yes, that throughout the past 3 years, after leaving a toxic relationship with a 1-year-old in tow and going through some of the lowest points in my life, this podcast has always been my escape. Oh, well, thank you. It made me laugh while cooking dinner alone when all I wanted to do was cry.
Aww.
I've watched the Christmas specials with a glass of wine for company.
Oh, yeah, LuAnna.
Oh, the big nights in. And I've listened to so many others share their stories. The advice and warmth you both offer have often reminded me that leaving was the right decision.
It always is the right decision if you're in a toxic relationship.
Yeah, I'm so pleased you feel that. 3 years on from that incredibly difficult time, I now have a happy, peaceful life surrounded by people who truly love me. And it was without a doubt the best decision I've ever made. But now I find myself in a bit of a dilemma. I've been in a relationship for 5 months with the most incredible man I've ever met. He's kind, he's caring, thoughtful, funny, affectionate. He listens, communicates openly, all the things
that
I used to hope for, but didn't believe existed. He has a great relationship with his family, a solid job, and thankfully isn't a man-child. I genuinely feel I've met my soulmate. The issue is, I have a close friendship with an ex. We dated when we were younger, from about 19 to 22, and we've stayed really good friends ever since. We share mutual friends, went to school together, and I still occasionally speak with his family. He's been an incredible source of support for me over the past 3 years. When things were hard, we've gone for walks, coffees, lunch, and he's even joined my son and me on bike rides. About 2 years ago, we briefly rekindled our relationship for around 6 months, but I quickly realised we weren't right for each other romantically. And since then, we've maintained a purely platonic friendship. My current partner, however, feels uncomfortable with this friendship. We've only seen each other once since I started this relationship, as he works away every other month, but my partner has said that he'd really struggle if I continued seeing my ex one-on-one. And honestly, I do get it. If the roles were reversed, I would probably feel the same way. And I now completely understand his feelings, and I know these are valid. The thing is, I don't want to lose this friendship that's always been part of my life since childhood, and we've always had such an easy, supportive bond. I've told my partner that I will prioritise our relationship and avoid seeing my ex alone out of respect for his feelings. I don't ever want to make him feel disrespected or insecure, but deep down, it makes me sad. I even suggested that my partner meet him to help ease his mind, but he's not comfortable with that idea unless it happens naturally in a social setting. So that's where I'm stuck. How can I balance this situation? How do I prioritise my relationship with someone I deeply love and don't want to hurt, whilst also preserving a meaningful friendship that's existed for most of my life? Thanks for reading and for being a part of my healing journey.
This is really tricky, isn't it? I think that actually your partner's not unwilling to meet him. He just doesn't want to make that feel forced. So is there something coming up, like a birthday or an event, where they can both be in the same room and have a chat? could you even host a dinner party and invite them along, or even like a casual Christmas drinks at the pub type vibe? I would definitely encourage them meeting, because it's, you know, a friendship's a friendship, whether that's with male, female, you know, and I think that you do value that friendship and you don't want to lose the friendship. And I do understand your partner's feelings. And I just think he probably needs to see you together, get to know him, to feel more reassured that actually it is platonic. You've probably offered up potentially too much information by saying that you rekindled as well. I probably would have left that bit out.
But I think, look, a couple of things that just flagged to me when you said this in a good way, just it is what it is time. You've said you've been in a relationship for 5 months. That's still very much in its infancy. You're still in that testing phase, in that desire phase where we don't really know each other properly. We don't know what what ticks. So we're still feeling a bit insecure. We're still figuring it out. We're still trying to grow that trust and that confidence, and that doesn't get built overnight. And I think also what's playing into this is the unknown. And to Lou's point, I was going to suggest the same about, I do think you actually do need to prioritise some form of meetup. It might feel a bit awkward, but kind of the situation is awkward. So I think you also just have to accept and acknowledge it for what it is. Your ex is a very valuable friend of yours. It's like the Hugh Grant, Liz Hurley situation. Yeah. Your new partner, quite rightly, is a bit like, oh, I'm not too sure about this. Yeah. You know, everybody's a bit awkward about it. I would actually be quite transparent about the whole thing. Say to your ex, who's now your friend, look, I'm in this new relationship. He's feeling a bit awkward, which I do respect. But I want, is there a way that we can kind of try and neutralize this? Your new partner's thinking all the things that we all think when we don't know the facts.
Exactly.
Is he good looking? What's he like? Yeah. What's it really like? Until he meets him, I'm sure so many of those fears would be alleviated if they shook hands, had a beer, had a laugh, and they all kind of chilled out. I would actually really prioritize the meeting and give some time to allow the relationship to settle as well.
Yeah, good luck.
It will come out.
We've got another message from Chloe in next.
So a few years ago, she says, I went to Thailand with a friend. Before I left, this guy at work said, you have to go see a ping-pong show.
Oh, I remember going to see a ping-pong show in Thailand. It was so stinky.
I know, I remember
you saying.
And
it was loads of old ladies.
Ooh.
They just kept falling out.
Ooh. Now, I've never heard of this one. I'm thinking, sweet, a bit of table tennis, cultural exchange.
Stop.
Honey.
Come
on. Have you listened to LuAnna long enough? Clearly not. So we rock up, we sit front row like idiots, and straight away I realise, this is not table tennis. The first thing I see when I walk in, 2 men on stage, just absolutely going at it. No warm-up, no warning, just full throttle. Olympic level cardio. I'm standing there with my backpack on. Ooh, I'm giving the actions. Still like on, is this the opening act? Then the main show starts. This woman comes out, and I swear to you, she starts pulling things out of herself like a magician. A string of razors.
A live budgie!
A live budgie. At one point, I thought she was going to pull out my missing luggage. And then the ping-pongs. She lines up, legs akimbo, and boom, fires one straight at my face, dead on. It smacked me straight on the cheek, and it was wet. I didn't even have time to react.
She's just sitting there gobsmacked
with a backpack on.
Wet ping pong ball.
Mountain Warehouse finest. The audience gasped when my mate nearly wet herself laughing, and I just put my head on her lap in embarrassment, wondering if I was now part of the act. Her next act was popping balloons by firing needles.
I mean, this woman's got some pelvic floor.
Hasn't she just? Be able to hold a needle. Safe to say, we left pretty swiftly, as I didn't want to lose an eye as well as my dignity. So yeah, I went to Thailand looking for temples and beaches, and instead I walked into live porn, a petting zoo, a DIY hard store, and then got assaulted by the Serena Williams of vaginas. No need to keep me anonymous. My friends will know who this is. I'm Chloe from Essex. Let me remind you, not today because we haven't got time, if ever remember to tell you the story about when I accidentally went into a porn club in Jamaica with work colleagues.
Make a note of that,
with platonic, never met before work colleagues.
Stop.
To say we found the wrong establishment is an understatement. I need to tell this in full another day.
Remember, if you want to get in touch, you can email us, LuAnna, at everythingluanna.com, or you can drop us a WhatsApp on 07745 266 947.
Okay, newsy bits. Scientists make embryos from human skin DNA for the first time. I'm still haunted by
I was so clever
Netflix monster Ed Gein. If you're watching it, you'll know what I mean.
Just give us a quick.
I can't. It's just because it's like number one in Netflix at the moment. It's like another serial killer, necrophiliac, true crime. You'll love it.
I love it.
You'll love it. It's like number one. I mentioned it at the school gates and everyone went, oh my God, I'm watching it.
Stop. Have you seen it?
No, it's on the watch list.
And he basically obsession with his mother. It's number one Netflix. Obsession with his mother.
Yeah.
And then basically ends up having an obsession with digging up dead bodies and then using their skin to make furniture and masks and shit. Yeah, it's true.
Right. So US scientists have for the first time made early stage human embryos by manipulating DNA taken from people's skin cells, and they fertilized it with sperm.
This is crazy talk. The technique could overcome infertility, which is amazing, due to old age or disease by using almost any cell in the body as the starting point for life. There you go,
So you don't need an egg, which means you don't need a female.
Right.
Yeah, which could even allow same-sex couples to have a genetically related child. So say if you're both men,
you need a womb,
but also you couldn't have you and Nay because you need a sperm.
Yeah.
Whereas two men, they could take the skin from one guy, the sperm from another,
pop them in a
womb.
But there's also other research going on, and I think they have done it where it's 3 people's DNA.
Yes.
So
we did
for
the story,
example, yes, which they're doing for medical purposes, but maybe you could take the characteristic DNA out of the sperm and then put a female in there.
It's wild, isn't it?
Yeah,
I do wonder how much, with regards to 3 people's DNA, how much we should mess with.
The tampering.
But anyway, this basically saying it would require significant refinement. So this could take a decade, which actually isn't that long, before any fertility clinic could consider using it. But it is an impressive breakthrough.
There you go, Lou. I could have that baby at 54 after all.
God.
There we are.
So basically, as we know it, we were taught sperm meets egg, weren't we? And then embryo, 9 months later, baby's born. But scientists, it says, are changing the rules, and it can just start with skin cells. That's wild. So then what happens is they take the DNA, but you still need an egg, actually. They say that the genetic code is built outside of the body, but that then does get placed inside a donor egg,
which has been
stripped.
Yeah, stripped to its genetic instructions. So, however, this egg is not ready to be fertilized by sperm as it already contains a full suite of chromosomes. Oh my God, this is nuts. You inherit 23 of these bundles of DNA from each of your parents for a total of 46. I remember that in science.
Yeah.
Which the egg already has. So the next stage is to persuade the egg to discard half of its chromosomes in a process that the researchers have termed meiosis. The word is a fusion of whatever.
Mitosis and meiosis, which is the way 2 cells divide.
Yeah, and the study published in the Journal of Nature Communications showed that 82 functional eggs were made.
82?
Damn, these were fertilised with sperm and some progressed onto the early stages of embryos developed. None were developed beyond the 6-day stage.
Well, that's just because they're experimenting.
Yeah, ethical
But
reasons.
sometimes when you have IVF, they'll grow the embryo for 5 days and then they'll do a 5-day transfer. And actually, when you get to 5 days and you transfer then, as opposed to a 3-day transfer, it's more likely to take because it's been developed into a blastocyst.
That's it, the old blastocyst.
So, wow, this is wild. Isn't that so clever?
It's so clever.
A very clever pioneer, Professor Mitablipov, says we have to perfect it, but eventually I think that's where the future will go, because there are more and more patients that cannot have children, which is our aging society, isn't it? Because we want it all. We want the career, we want the life, and then we want the children as we get older, which actually will eventually be fine, because we're probably going to start living till we're 130.
Well, this is it. Well, exactly, actually. But the vision is to help couples that cannot benefit from IVF because they don't have the sperm or the eggs to use, which is a huge issue.
Well, this says it could help older women who no longer have viable eggs, men who don't produce enough sperm, or obviously cancer treatment where people are infertile. Isn't that amazing?
Really good. You say the final thing here, that door that opens the door, I know we've said this, but to same-sex couples having children that are now genetically related to both partners. I think that can only be a wonderful thing.
Isn't the progression of like society? It's like incredible.
It's crazy to think that
wild.
Like obviously it wouldn't be anything to do with like my generation, but maybe like my grandchildren. Like,
I think before this is like 10 years. You're talking about your kids.
Is mad.
So if you think like you could have a baby now, and when that baby's 30, this could be well underway. This could have been underway for 20 years.
Yeah.
Because I'm also curious to know, like, how important, like, how would that feel for you if you could have a baby that was half of you and half of Naomi?
It'd be like everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Because that's one of the like deep sadnesses
right.
that I feel about it. Is that
lost
the light? Is that we can't have a kid that's half. And
that's half
like
and
when I
half.
see like my friends' little babies and stuff, and I'm like, oh, you can see in their faces that they're half one and half the other, and you can be like, oh, that's so you and that's so them, and then you think like, I don't know what my kid's going to be like, because they're going to have some of one of us, but then some of another person that we don't know.
And I can imagine how important that must feel for people in your position and other same-sex couples. So this can only be a wonderful invention, actually. Yeah.
Although I do think it is sad, but there's that whole nature nurture.
Yeah, of course.
So even if, say it was Nay's egg and you carried it, like you've then carried that baby for 9 months. It's had your blood, your vitamins, your feelings, and there's such a lot to say for that. Like it will be part of you. Because actually the placenta, so say if it was Nay's egg in your womb, it's your placenta, you've grown it. Those placenta cells stay with that baby. So actually it will be you as well. But I get what you mean.
It's a very good way of looking at it. You're right.
If you do, and I know a lot of couples do that, one will do the egg and then the other will carry, because actually you then fuel that baby and that takes with you for life at your
But then I know,
well.
I know same-sex couples, guys who have both produced a sperm sample for
and
their
they don't
surrogate,
know.
and they don't know which one. They never get confirmation on who's.
The only thing about that is if you do then further down the line have medical issues in the family, you do sort of need to know.
But also as well, there are some kids who are just a spitting image of a parent. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's so obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, interesting chat.
Yeah.
Bex, what do you want to do about the light? We have got more lights in there. Do you need more?
We're currently in darkness, Lufanians. We're not. That's a lie.
Not really.
Right, and the next story, mystery odour. This is our kind of story. Mystery odour that has plagued the school for weeks was a teacher using a fart spray.
Stop!
This is what I'm talking about. We've talked about how much we love teachers, and we will continue to. A teaching assistant has appeared in court, brilliant, after using a spray so foul-smelling that students needed medical treatment, it's been reported.
In court!
Of course, it's happening in America. Alexander Lewis, a teaching assistant in a high school in South Carolina, used a spray he bought online that mimics the smell of feces. Court documents claim that Lewis used the spray repeatedly between a month period, and it caused disruption to classes, impacted the school's air system, and sent students to the nurse with respiratory issues. I mean, that's bad.
Oh my God.
His actions reportedly cost the school around £40,000 for multiple inspections and repairs to air conditioning system. The students and staff suffered headaches, nausea, dizziness due to the foul stench. And how was he found out, Lou? He was arrested.
CCTV.
Yes.
He was caught walking through with an object in his hand, spraying something before slipping it in his pocket. He denied responsibility, saying he was spraying a lemon-scented hand sanitizer, with police finding that hand sanitizer when searching his car.
Covered his tracks.
But after the search, he was 32. This guy was arrested on charges of malicious injury to property exceeding 10 grand and disturbing schools. Well, isn't that wild? A parent says, my son's asthma's been triggered multiple times because of this. Why was he doing it?
What a strange person.
Just thought
maybe it was like the ultimate revenge. Maybe he was like triggered from his own school life or something.
He was just like wanted to be a naughty little schoolboy.
That fart spray stinks. I can only imagine. Hilarious. I've been the victim of that twice.
With your book
exactly, twice. Paul C. Brunson ruined an entire wardrobe of clothing for me at Celebs Go Dating for spraying the whole thing with fart spray. Yeah, and my stylist was fuming.
Paul and his...
Yeah, he was literally dying with laughter. I walked into my dressing room. The git had left the building, and I was like, all my clothes stunk to high heaven. My style was fuming.
It's just so
Do you know
funny.
and why I love Paul? He is literally my other brother, and then he literally not an ounce of remorse. He just found it even funnier.
Did you have to wear the clothes?
No, we just wrapped the series, but my stylist was furious when they all went back.
Send them all back.
Stinking
as shit.
I was like, people won't. You owe money.
Lend to you again.
Actually, I
They'll
might
be
blame
like,
him.
Anna Williamson stinks of shit.
I'm gonna
don't lend to her stylist.
Then I'm gonna bill him personally. Bill him
right,
personally.
it's time for
Here's the Widow of the Week. First up, anonymous. So Cami Sutra. There she is. Hey, LuAnna and Imogen. Love your pod and all that jills. I have a story for you, and I need to know if it's normal or not for all those bike riders out there.
Oh.
I'm a big gym gal. I attend a CrossFit gym daily, and I run a lot.
Fit.
However,
that CrossFit's no mean feat.
Hardcore. However, I cannot ride a normal bike, and I only go on the gym's stationary bikes if it's part of a workout. Unfortunately, I've injured my ankle and I'm out of action temporarily. The gym I attend has an amazing community, and I didn't want to miss out, so my coach said I could sit on one of the bikes during a class. Today was my first time to do this, and I did a slow 10k bike ride, or cash, whilst the rest of the class did the usual activities. Now, whilst I was on said bike, roughly 30 minutes in, I realised I felt extremely wet down there. I thought to myself, surely my period hasn't started. It's not due for another 3 weeks. I took myself to the toilet to check it out, and it looked to be normal discharge. Now, I've never had this much discharge in one go, though, so I shrugged it off, and whilst there, I had a wee. However, as I wiped my cooch with a loo roll and ran it across my clit, I felt an amazing sensation. The same feeling you get when you've just come. I did it a few times, but 2 and 2 together, and realised I'd orgasmed.
What, on the bike or from wiping the cooch?
I think it's the former, Lou.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Riding the bike has made me come.
Oh.
How does she not know?
Creamy cum.
The bike ride felt good, but I didn't feel the overwhelming feeling that you get when you orgasm. I went back to the bike and began riding again, but this time positioned myself so my clit was on the seat more, and it felt really good. The slight movement of going side to side and the way clothes rubbed my clit felt amazing. Is this normal? Do long-distance bike riders feel this? I sat on the seat the entire time, which I know isn't common for bike riders. Please give a porn star name so my gym buddies don't suspect it's me if they listen. Love you.
Well, I don't really ride bikes.
Well, when I can be asked, I like a spin
People
class,
say this about horses, and it's not true.
No, I've never had on a horse, but well, no, not on my spin class. But then you spend so much of it up.
Oh yeah, you do.
So I wouldn't say I've sat there and rubbed me.
No.
Bex?
But then it might be
Different
angles.
Different angles.
Different positioning.
Well, good for you. You'll be on that bike
it's
more.
Great. What an incentive for the gym.
Yeah.
Hey, there it is.
True. We've got a message in from Paige. She says, hello, gang. I'd like to nominate my boyfriend for Weirdo of the Week. He hates any type of body cream, hand cream. He dislikes the texture of them that much.
Got it all here.
That when he has dry, cracked hands, he would he would rather lick his own hands and rub them together to create his own
Oh, that's awful. The smell of like breathy hands.
To stop the dryness. I do offer him some of my lovely hand cream, which he refuses. Please tell me this is strange so I can pass the message on. Yes, it's disgusting.
It's strange, it's horrible, it's disgusting.
Paige from Lancashire.
Get some nice anti-bac or something. I don't know, anything, darling. Or just wash your hands. Oh, no.
We actually now... have a widow of the week.
Well, let's do this properly. We joked, but it's come
real.
Full circle.
We've got a widow of the week. Anon, so Lusanus. Lusanus.
Oh. Got a widow of the week. Says LuAnna, very shouty. Imogen, do your best porn star name and keep it anon. It's not really anon, it's you, Lou.
My anus.
I found you guys after desperately seeking distractions from real life and the new silence. That had become my home. Around 8 months after being widowed at 28.
Oh, so young. I'm so sorry.
Oh, ditto. I found you and I felt less alone. I laughed and I began finding my own unhinged and witty self again. First few times I listened, I was sure, like other Lufanians, that final segment was for Widow of the Week. I thought, blimey, I really have found my people. Before hearing all of the mental things that people get up to and realising you were all just weirdos.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've decided to nominate myself as Widow of the Week because after years of heartache and pain, I just got engaged to my new happily ever after. To any young or old widows out there, maybe, just maybe, you'll find something you were never looking for. Don't give up. Love you guys. Loads of very big fun.
That's such a nice message,
Can I honestly say as well, I think there are, out of the hundreds of thousands of podcasts globally, I can bet your life there is no other segment that has a Widow of the Week. And I couldn't be prouder. I'm proud. Good for you. Well done, Babs. Right, well, that from very melancholy, beautiful moment to a ranty one.
Do you know what? I'm not going to rant about what I was going to rant about last week.
You're feeling serendipitous?
Well, no, I'm still going to rant. So, my rant, ladybirds. My house has become infested with ladybirds, and I've seen it's not just me.
No, my house.
Is it your house, new or old?
Both, actually. The old one, the granny pads, had a wasp thing, and now it's ladybirds.
It is so bad. I saw Joe Riley was suffering with this as well on Instagram. These fucking ladybugs, they're coming in. It is horrific. I took some videos. I've been having to smoke bomb my house, which then makes the house fucking stink. It's disgusting. And apparently I shouldn't feel bad about killing them because they're not native ladybirds. They are flying in and then they're eating our native ones, apparently. So I've been smoke bombing the shit out of them.
Well, in rental.
And then they all drop and die.
Yeah, well, I had a situation. They're outside in the Chappelle, the rental.
Yeah.
They're all over the patio area.
Yeah, but at least they're not coming in.
Well, true, but it was like,
I can't replace my windows here because we're listed. So there's like gaps in the 17th century house bloody windows. I've had to buy so many essential oils. I've been soaking.
White tacking them round.
I've been soaking cotton wool in essential oils and then stuffing the gaps.
Yeah.
And it's so disgusting. I could hear them all the other night when I was in bed. And then you wake up, there's hundreds of them. Wait, I'll get you some footage.
This also, Lufanians, before we started, became the debate, and someone come to my rescue here. Maybe it's my age. I went, I can smell all the joss sticks in your house. And they've all gone, what is a joss stick? They went, it's an incense stick. Please, anybody else call it a joss stick. When I was in late 80s, early 90s. Where do you get joss
stick from?
Oh, any sort of, I don't know. Like
look at this video. Oh, this is Dixie talking. Look.
Oh, those are the ladybirds. That's a lot of ladybirds, Lou. That's
look
a lot of ladybirds. Oh, no, that's a lot.
It's so bad. Dixie's room is the worst. Look.
That's a lot.
We'll put this up. It's so bad.
They're
everywhere. It's horrific.
Get your joss sticks out.
Look at that ceiling.
Yeah, that's bad. That's rank.
So that's my rant. Ladybirds, go fuck yourselves.
You may be pretty, but we don't want you.
They're not pretty either. They're the Harlequin ones.
Yes, that's
evil.
It's around our area, mate.
Isn't there a monster or a scary person called Harlequin?
Yes, in
maybe that's Marvel. What they're named after.
Margot Robbie.
Oh, it is. Black and red. Yes,
after?
It is. Harlequin is. Yeah, that would be why. Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for this week's LuAnna the podcast. Don't worry, we will be here every Monday. But of course, you don't have to wait until then because on Thursday we do have more LuAnna and it's totally extra LuAnna, which means it's extra you. For that episode and this episode, we do need you. You can send your emails in, LuAnna@everythingluanna.com.
We have a WhatsApp number to send emoji in, a voice note, a message, whatever you want to share.
Phone. Save this number, by the way.
Yes. Are you ready? It's 07745 266 947. We would love you to follow our podcast, guys. It's just a little tick you need to press at the top of your screen now. Same with our YouTube channel. Please go and watch us there. All the other guff with reviews. We would be very grateful, and it really does help us keep the pod as hopefully amazing as it is.
Keep the pod alive.
See you next week.
Bye for now.
You've been watching LuAnna the podcast.
What do they need to do, Anna?
Make sure you subscribe.
Boom.